Hey Fragrance family, I'm David and I'm a fragrance bro. Today I have a video that is a little different than what I normally do. If you've been with my channel for a while, then you may remember back in the day when Jer was still with me, we did a shootout video where we compared two different fragrances, usually that smelled very similar, and kind of did it in a blind way. Today I'm going to be talking about two different fragrances. They don't really smell exactly alike. It's about Creed Viking, which is a hot fragrance right now, and a possible alternative to Creed Viking that I think is better. What is that fragrance, you may ask? Some of you may already know. What is this fragrance? Of course, if you see my review on Viking, which I'll have a link right here, it is on Koenig by Yosh. I have a full review of this fragrance as well. Koenig by Yosh is a fantastic fragrance. I'll have a link up here if you want to go watch that. Maybe this has happened to you, but sometimes you'll get a fragrance and it may not click with you right away, and so you either sell it or give it away or something, and then later you realize you miss it. And this is one of those fragrances, Koenig is. Now, of course, I have a review of Creed Viking as well. Here's my little sample right here. I have a review of that with Pep from the Sentinel, and it's a great review, I think. It's not one of my favorite Creeds, but in the review, I talked about how I thought it was compared to Koenig by Yosh. And again, it's not an exact clone, but I want to kind of compare these two real quick, because I think if you're on the fence about Viking, if you think it's good, but maybe you just have a little bit of reservations about it, definitely consider Koenig. There are a few things here that I think they share in common, so I want to talk about these two and kind of compare them. Now, some people might think that this review is going to be comparing apples to oranges because these aren't exactly the same, and I think that's a fair criticism, except I think you just need to try both of these because there's something about them that shares kind of the same heart, even though they don't share exactly the same notes, and even though they don't smell exactly the same, there's something about them that feels the same. And that's why I'm comparing these today. Now, I sprayed these on my hands and I sprayed them on paper. My right hand has Viking, my left hand has Koenig. Looking at the notes, they share no notes in common. But Fragrantica lists both of them as woody aromatics. Viking has notes of mint, pink pepper, bergamot, lemon, rose, peppermint, sandalwood, vetiver, patchouli, and lavender absolute. Now, the notes of Koenig are apple, papyrus, cypress, sage, vetiver, white musk, amber, and leather. Now, looking at the notes, they do share vetiver as a note, so I can definitely see the similarity there, at least one note. But really the comparison here is that they share some fruity notes, they share some woody notes, and they're highly aromatic. Also, I think that both of these kind of have a similar audience, and that is kind of an older gentleman. Neither of these seem to really be marketed towards a younger crowd, and that's okay. So when smelling these side by side, Viking, I get a lot of the mint right away. I get a lot of the spicy peppercorn, and the woody notes are kind of in the background. With Koenig, what I get right away is a rich, deep leather with some apple on the top. The base is a little bit more aromatic and a little bit more woody. The main problem that I have with Viking is that it seems kind of scooped. Like it has distinct top notes, but then there's not a lot of mids to kind of bring it down to the dry down. And then when it dries, it's kind of just this washy, kind of musky, woody scent that's okay, but not great. With Koenig though, I get a lot of depth and complexity from start to finish, and it's likable the entire way. Now, one of the main reasons I think that a lot of people really like fragrances is that it makes them feel good. And when you buy an expensive fragrance, that feeling you get when you smell rich and expensive is special. And I really like that aspect of certain fragrances. Creed fragrances are not inexpensive. They're pretty costly. Its price tag is really, really high, but I don't think it's really justifiable here. To me, whenever I smell Viking, I don't get the impression that it smells distinguished and extravagant and luxurious and rich like some other Creed fragrances do. However, with Koenig, I really do get that. And the price on this is actually really reasonable. Koenig means king in German, and whenever you smell this, you kind of get that impression. It does feel like royalty and has like a luxurious feel to it. It smells expensive, and that's what I really, really love about Koenig. Koenig is also, I think, for that older gentleman as well, but it has a little bit more versatility. Like, I'm not old, okay? And I can wear this and I really like it. It just has kind of a distinguished flavor to it, which I really like, and it doesn't work with every person all the time, but if that's you, regardless of your age, this is definitely something you need to try. All right, so let's get to prices real quick. Yosh has 50 ml bottles, and it only comes in one size. This is 50 mils. Creed has, I think, two different sizes of Viking, 50 and 100 ml. Creed's 50 ml is $350 for Viking. Pretty steep. You really have to love it, I think, if you're gonna buy it. And some people really might love it. Koenig, on the other hand, is $130. That's a fantastic deal. That is really, really good. I would hop on that all day long. That's fantastic. I'm sure you can find Creed Viking a little bit more in higher end department stores. Koenig is on Lucky Scent's site. I'll have a link down below to that if you want to go check it out, so you can sample it there as well. And I do believe she's in some brick and mortar stores as well. You just kind of have to look a little harder for it. You may have tried Viking. You may have not even gotten a sample of it yet. I don't know. But definitely go check out Koenig. It's a much more richer, deeper, better version, I think, than Viking. Even though they're not exactly similar, they're kind of cousins, definitely better. Let me know if you've tried them down in the comments down below. What do you think? As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I'll love you for it. I'll see you next time. I'm David with the Fragrance Bros. Bye. Thanks everyone for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to check out my other channel, Beast Made Reviews, where me and a friend review high quality products for men. You might like it. Go check it out.